What's up, guys and gals? My name is Splattercat, and we are here at the Nerd Castle with the next episode of our Betrayer LP. In the previous episode, we had found a guy who had gotten himself murked over here off this way, I think, and we had found his helmet laying on the ground. How did I not see this the entire time? This scrap has been hiding in the bushes like SOCOM style. It's sitting over here like Rambo, and I've been walking by it every single episode. Oh well. This morning we observed two savages observing us from the adjacent hill for more than 2 hours. They made no effort to conceal themselves and seemed very relaxed and curious. Samuel Mallard remarked that if we see the two of them, there must be another dozen hidden. And so it seems as though, given the storyline that we've been made privy to, this area was sort of subject to a whole bunch of fights going on in between the natives and the colonists, and so it didn't turn out so well for either party as far as I can tell anyways. Looking at the way that things are going, there are bad guys of both varieties around, both burned, charred, and annihilated, and so this place has a little bit of a Silent Hill vibe in that I don't think anybody got out in one piece. It pretty much corrupted everybody and wiped everybody out. So what we need to do today is we've already searched a large proportion of all of this. I'm going to go along the southern wall right here and follow that down until we hit this fort. I bet you anything there's probably going to be another bell there that we're going to be able to explore with. And then once we unlock this area, I'll probably come back up the road and make sure that I haven't missed anything sort of just on the roadside and around. And so let's head south to make sure my directionality is okay. There we go, and we want to be very, very careful as we advance. In this area, the enemies have gotten quite a bit harder. We've gone up against some of these little fiery guys with short bows that are really quite disastrous for us because they attack in large groups. They can fire very quickly. They are very, very accurate, incredibly so, in fact, to the extent that you really can't sit there and take a whole lot of shots from them without finding yourself in a very, very deep pot of hot water. So in heading south, are we almost there? How far is this going to go as well? That would be my other question, because it seems like this might be open space. It's very, very difficult to derive the boundaries of any of the areas that you're playing in this game. That is one of the things that I've been having a little bit of a struggle with. I also don't know if the game updated or what happened, but I had to redo all of my color and graphics settings in between episodes this time. It's been about 2 days since I recorded the last episode, and there was definitely something that happened because all of my settings were gone. It was very, very strange. I think we got killed down in here last time, didn't we? I don't know, I'm having a hard time memorizing things. Let's go ahead and I'm just going to go with my plan. We'll go south until we run into the fort. I'm going to do my best to see if maybe I can keep my scouty skills up. Make sure that my eyeballs are directed forward rather than, you know, all the random stuff off the side of the screens. Additionally, I apologize for my Steam updates. I forgot to turn them off before I started. Basically, I'm in this giant conundrum where I have a bunch of people on my Steam because of the YouTube channel, and every time I log in, I get a whole bunch of messages, and so I turn it on so that I could talk to people while I'm playing non-channel games. We've been seen. By who, I don't know, but we've been seen. I saw movement over there. Oh, hell. Okay, so we're being fired at by somebody. Hold on, let me back up until I can get a better view of him. Or her. Or it. Ow. Let's take a shot at him. He's gonna run away. But he's gonna come back. I'll go ahead and get rid of him first. And where'd the other one go? Oh, it's coming up on the side. Got him. There's a third one. And a fourth one. Oh my god. They're everywhere. Oh hell. There are just so many down here. God damn it. Alright, well. And we're almost out of ammo, too. That is the sad factor that we are forced to face here. There should be one more. There he is. Okay, and so we've got pistol ammo, although it's pretty much worthless when up against this many enemies. I think the best course of action, God, we're already out of ammunition for just about everything. Let me see if I can track down a bit of this ammo that's laying around. We should be able to recover at least a little bit of it. What is that, like a short bow arrow? Yeah, I'm not really interested in using the short bow because its kill power is just not where I need it to be for something that I can deploy on a regular basis. Luckily, we seem to have made a lot of our shots. But the other thing that I would be concerned about, we're like a veterinarian right now. We're making all them shots. None of the kitties are safe from our vaccinations. But anyways, I think that I saw something over here while we were running around. And in fact, I bet there's a whole bunch of stuff hidden up in this area. So let's take a couple minutes out and let's have a look around here since we went to all the trouble of clearing it out. And I should know better than to climb over the bushes like that. If you're new to the game, I apologize, but don't climb over the bushes. I'm setting a bad example right now because it will get you in trouble. So whatever the game wants me to see is off that way. The main storyline is pointing in that direction. And so I think there's a dig location right here. It looks like we got some blood. Dug up an Indian-style deerskin shoe. Judging by the size and shape, it most likely belonged to a woman. Okay, so we found a shoe. The soil is gouged from a struggle, and dried blood is spattered and pooled in a wide area. It's pretty impressive if you can pool blood in a wide area from one person. Maybe it's multiple people. Maybe there was like a multi-shot or something. Like, multi-kill! A brand new car! A new toaster. I always thought that that was slightly like hilarious in Smash TV that you're being rewarded with like toasters for murdering human beings. Like, you get 500 brand new toasters for all the human lives you've taken today. So the next thing we want is off in the western north. I think it's probably pointing us over here at this fort. So let's stay south. Let's see if we can't find any treasure for now, because I am really interested in staying the course when it comes to exploration. And we'll see if we can find any of those lovely, lovely chests down here that we can grab all of the goodies out of. With only 7 arrows left, I'm not feeling totally confident in my ability to defend myself. We're also out of charges. Hold on. We can do this gangster mode. Let's go to Hilltop Camp. We're going to refill on ammunition, and then we're going to refill our bags, or our water skin. There we go, our water sack. Our sack o' water retention. We're going to refill that, and then we'll go to the store. Let me make sure that I've got enough ammo, because it was really actually kind of piss poor of me to go out unprepared like this. And so we'll buy a couple more pistol loads. We've got a little bit of cash right now, so it's not that bad. We'll buy a couple of longbow arrows. There we go. And as much as I dislike spending a ton of money on just ammunition, in this case, because we're going back out, I think that we're going to want to be very, very careful on our way out here, because the game is fighting us, kicking and screaming, as we make our way towards wherever it is that we're going. There are a lot of enemies around. They're causing us a lot of trouble, and they're actually pretty challenging as well. They come up through weird little attack vectors. They hide in the bushes. They definitely have their A game on when it comes to killing the player. And if it wasn't for that little sound effect that the game occasionally plays when the enemy sees you, I'd probably be totally hosed. And this time we have the added... Yeah, okay, so we've been seen again by somebody. And they fire through bushes, which is not acceptable. That needs to be changed. I got him with the tomahawk, but I don't think it's gonna... Depends how many more of them there are. If the enemy tries to run up on you like that, always get him with the tomahawk. The tomahawk is a fantastic weapon for getting rid of things like up close. I mean, you could take a knife stab at them, but I don't think the knife actually does that much. The few times I've done it, it seems like the damage is a little bit lower. The enemies need to be adjusted, though, so that they aren't falling... Like, what I've noticed with these enemies is that they like to crouch on the backside of hillsides and fire through bushes and things that I can't see through. And naturally, they shouldn't be able to see through. Now, if there was one of them down here... My big problem with these guys is that I never see them before... Yeah, before they're already on top of me. Ah. Got him. And apparently his arrow went straight through me. It was one of those Princess Mononoke shots that just blasted straight through. It's a through and through. It's fine. It'll heal quickly. I'm going to grab... We can sell off all these weathered short bows in a little bit too. That is the good news. We got one right there. And... Where's my other arrow? My guess is that we can assume the fort is going to be fairly well stocked on enemies for us to cut our teeth on. Although cutting a tooth seems fairly difficult. It is made out of enamel. I mean, it doesn't seem like it would be a cuttable material without, like, shears or something. Ew, this is getting dark. Making my teeth hurt just talking about it. Never mind. Change of subject. Moving on! I've seen, like, nothing on this map so far. This has been the most barren map that we've played. I guess they must have hidden all the goodies in very, very good spots. Which makes sense. If they are indeed goodies, you would want to hide... Here's something over here. Oh, we found a gravestone. George Causey lies here. How did he die? 'Cause he got sick. Oh boy, I don't see that joke going over very well at the colonial meeting. Oh hell. Get out of here. You get out of here right now. See, those guys aren't so bad because they're slow and they give themselves away with a lot of noise. The problem I run into... Where have I lost 2 arrows at? This concerns me. I do hear the sound of an enemy here. It looks like I've already been over here. This treasure chest has been looted, but I guess while I was in the vicinity, I didn't see it necessary to stop and actually handle my business by clearing out this fort. Yeah, there's gonna be a bunch of them over here. There's a hole in the fence. What is the password? Bequeath to me your secrets. Be what to you your secrets? I don't know if I can do that. You know bad things are about to happen. Stand by me, Pistola, for there is a rather large enemy coming for us. And the headshots do not seem to work on him. Yeah, I was... Oh, he ducked. Bastard. How dare you employ actual strategy. How did that not hit? Alright, these deflections are starting to kill me. Come on. I wonder if the crossbow... God. Did I die? But it unlocked the location. Gangster. Super, super gangster. I may die in the process, but I'm taking you with me. It's the Nerd Castle way. One down. The other one's got a knife. He's got a knife! I've got a tomahawk right to the knee. Life was going so well until that tomahawk to the knee. Things were looking up for Guardsy. That was his name. His name was Guardsy. I don't even remember where I died at, so we should probably check that out. I need all my arrows back, though, because this is not a sustainable strategy if I don't pick up the remainder of my ammo. Ah, there it is. All them ammos. Get inside my bag. Another rusty musket, just in case we need it for the future, and I heard the sound of a monster a-rowing to come get us. We've recovered our loot. Interestingly, we didn't get a whole lot from there. But it's fine. Let's go ahead and let's run on into the fort. And I think what I'm going to do now is let's focus on selling off some of this stuff so that we can get ourselves a nice fistful of cash and maybe get ourselves another firearm, possibly. I do think that the firearms are pretty good if you can land the shots. The travel time on the bullets takes a bit of time to get used to, but I do like that there is travel time. I don't like it when games neglect to add travel time to the rounds. Like hit scan. Hit scan doesn't do it for me. Oh, I really don't want to go into this place at night. This is going to suck. Let me get this treasure. 30 coins. This place is sort of oblate Couldn't we have rounded it out a little bit better? I don't know. This palisade would bug me. Is there anything out the porthole? No, everything's looking okay. I remember we stayed at this fort for a couple of days. The men stationed here were grim and sullen. My mother told my sister and I not to go out alone. I was glad to leave. How is it that you're like everywhere that I go? Like a manifestation of my own... What is that? Ooh, diggy hole. Dug up a crude, stunted wooden carving whittled in what is probably supposed to be the shape of a nude woman. It doesn't particularly resemble one. Wood shavings are scattered on the ground here. Somebody got to wishful thinking. It had been a long time since they've been home. And you know what's funny about that? They find like pornographic graffiti from back in Egyptian times and stuff like that. Like, it's hilarious how little people have changed over the last 5,000 years. I mean, we basically still do all of the same funny stuff that we used to do. You know, writing penises on bathroom walls and stuff like that. Exact same habits. Nothing has changed. Whether by foul treachery or cruel fate, the Constance is but splinters in the deep. Now I fear we shall never sail away from here again. Yeah, I am thinking this place is pretty hazardous to one's health, seeing as I've been killed like 9 times since I got here. That's what I get for playing on the hardest difficulty, I guess. Like a noob. Even though I've never played the game before. A death per episode. I'm going to try and keep it light. A death per episode. The Sentry claims he saw a dark shape moving among the graves, but we found no prints in the soil. The next morning we discovered George Causey's grave dug up and his skull missing. We're going to be looking for more head, aren't we? Yep, it's going to be one of those days. Grab some of the extra treasure. Obviously, we're going to take the bell. Let's go ahead and hang it up from the bell tower over here. Such as it is. I suppose it's just a bell hook. It's not even like a bell tower. We're not going to go into the darkness yet, because I don't think that we quite have all of the items and clues from this area. And the game does tell us when we get the final clue. And so what I think we should do is we should continue exploring around this area until we get everything. Now we need the shovel for that. We still haven't found a shovel. Lots of rocky little things around, and unfortunately since I can't mark my map, it's not something that we're going to be able to come back to and search for. It's just going to, will I stumble across them again? I'm hoping that they're just generic treasure. It's not anything that I have to hunt for later on. We got ourselves a sentry over there and a sentry on this side of us. So along both sides we are now hectored. Or at the bare minimum hunted. In any case, there's an H. There's an H involved. An H involved very, very hectically. That's kind of a long shot, and I don't want to make it. That one's through the bushes. Got him. Ooh, made the shot. Okay. My confidence was a little bit low on that one, but... over there is going to be our next location, is what the game is saying. But I'm going to go off this way first, because the game doesn't run me. It doesn't tell me what to do. Another silver crucifix. Lots of people running around with ye old cross. Be able to hold off some vampires if we have to. Another explosive. Apparently we have the ability to carry around an absurd amount of explosives. That's fine, though. That's not something that I would ever complain about. I don't get to use them as much as I would like to. I hear the sound of something off this way. Oh, there it is. They swear that Francis Lavander recently accosted them after dark in the woods to the south in search of his arm, which was severed in a raid several months ago. It's clearly fiction, of course. Lavander did not survive that wound. Great. I'd say not to worry because he's unarmed, but, you know, it sounds like he's already got a track record of bothering other people, so... That's the fence to the next zone. Okay. Oh, we've already been over here. We have already been in this area. I don't know what I'm searching for anymore. Okay, so whatever we want is over here. There's also something off this way. I can hear it. Treasure chest! Oh, what the hell? Weird. The tree had balls that sprayed all over me. That's alarming. I feel like I need to talk to somebody. Definitely feeling like a psychiatrist would need to be involved. Since when do trees have balls? This forest. I swear, this forest. back to what I was doing before the tree so rudely decided to get its fluids all over me. This is why I have to take so much allergy medication before we go on these supernatural adventures. Always start out your supernatural adventures with a hefty dose of cetrazine. Well, whatever it is, it's over here. Okay, so we got the diggy pile, and we got a letter, and we got... got natives coming after us. There's probably going to be more where that one came from. Yep. Oh, I tried to get him with the hip fire, but didn't work. Till I can get a visual on the next one. I think discretion is probably the better part of valor. Dug up a splintered arrow with fletching in the Indian style. The soil in this area is heavily trampled. It seems a battle was fought here. A musket ramrod is embedded into the tree. Someone must have failed to remove it from the barrel before firing. Was that actually a thing? I never knew that that could happen. You could fire the ramrod at somebody? That's hilarious. I mean, it seems like it might damage your gun barrel a little bit, but it's still humorous. That seems like the sort of thing I would do because I have bad memory and I always forget to do mundane things because I get all addled about stuff. You hear nothing else in the light. Was that the end of our investigation? Let's have a look here and find out. Okay, so we have everything at Sentry Post, but we haven't found all of the clues, which is actually sort of a little bit nerve-wracking, because this is a really, really large area that we would have to canvas to find anything else. Ah, I knew I heard something. 35 coins from that chest. I'm going to head back to Sentry Post, and I think that once we get there, we'll break off the episode. I'm going to sell off some of this gear, and in the next episode, we'll start fresh, maybe with a new musket. I'm not really sure. Oh, hell. He's got a knife! This is called escalation, homie. You pull a knife, I pull a gun. And unless you got a minigun in those trousers, I think the escalation ends with me. Duck. Oh, hell. Headshot. Ultra kill. Another explosivo. Hooray! I love explosives. July 4th is coming up, so I'm just getting in the spirit. I'm getting in the spirit of the whole thing. A gold doubloon, which should help us. I keep thinking I hear breathing sounds, not from my character, but weird, like, wispy breathing from the sky. I suppose it's just part of the game, but in all honesty... Ooh. Lawrence Spendlove, beloved chaplain. That name sounds made up. That seems like an Austin Powers type name. What's your name? Lawrence Spendlove. Debonair extraordinaire. Awesome. I see shinies. Let us have at them, and then we shall end the episode. Have at ye, shinies. So we've got a diggy pile. Dug up a grimy playing card as a king of diamonds. Okay. Dug up a plain leather coin pouch. It contains several coins. Atop this makeshift table, you find a single black pearl of modest size and quality. There we go. So now we've got it all. My dreams are often troubled of late by the panic of drowning, not in water, but in loamy soil. It fills my mouth so that I cannot scream. Yikes. Alright, well, my name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me in the Nerd Castle, and thank you for putting up with my Steam notifications for 30 minutes. I look forward to seeing you all in the next episode of Betrayer. Have fun out there, everybody, and I will see you there. Take care, everybody.